5 quickest government contracts to win in 2024. Pest control. It's code 561710. And right now, agencies such as the FAA are seeking small businesses like you to provide these services. Typically, a pest control contract is for maybe once a quarter, maybe once a month, maybe only once or twice a year. It all depends on their needs. You simply find a pest control company who can provide the services, they have the licenses, they have the insurance, and you can win. Trash removal, sometimes known as debris removal. Code 561111, sometimes it'll end in a 1-2. One of my coaching clients, Marcus, he scored a debris removal contract with a federal government agency. He ended up subcontracting it out or middlemaning it to a billion-dollar waste management company. And they provided the services, he project managed, he invoiced, and he paid them accordingly. Another fast federal government contract you can win in 2024. Pallets, code 32113. There are agencies such as the Army and others who are looking to purchase pallets. Sometimes they want them assembled, sometimes they want them not assembled. Either way, you find a supplier, you make sure you have the funding because we don't give back contracts. These are not pets. And then you submit a bid. The Defense Health Agency and NASA, at the time of this recording, were both seeking laundry services. This comes up quite regularly in my free Facebook group where I have amazing GovCon winners like you who reach out because they're seeking or they won a laundry service contract. So just think about it. There's tons of linens and towels and what may have you that these agencies need cleaned. So they're seeking someone like you, small business owner, to find a company who can provide those services, you project manage, you win the work, and there you go. And in case you're wondering, the NAICS code is 812320 and or 812331. Janitorial services. Not always the biggest fan, but it's definitely the fastest to win. One of my amazing GovCon clients, it was the first federal government contract they won as a prime, and her background isn't even janitorial. Their background is IT. They bid on work in the great state of Texas is to clean a building a couple times a month. She went to the site visit, she did a lot of research, found pricing, bam, she won. And you can too. There are a plethora of janitorial opportunities at the federal level. And in case you're wondering, that code is 561720. Before I share the next one, just hear me out. With these type of opportunities, it's about you finding a company, finding a person to do the work, and you sub it out. If you happen to be an expert in any of these areas I've talked about, that's amazing, but you don't have to be. The next one, sheep shearing. I know, you may think, Kizzy, sheep shearing, really? Yes, I promise you, this is an active contract at the time of recording. And in case you want the NAICS code, I'm gonna give it to you, 115210. So with the USDA, here's the deal. Many people who provide services like pest control, sheep shearing, even janitorial, they don't want to put in time and effort into writing proposals. They don't want to do that. They want to do the work. They want to shear the sheep. They want to clean. They want to do the pest control work. This is where you come in. I come in. I've been awarded over $50 million in federal government contracts. I have active contracts right now, for instance, where we have trained individuals who provide training and development. They provide curriculum development. They provide different IT services. So there's no reason you can't do the same. And these are the fastest to win because they're the lowest risk. The federal government, they just need the job done. They just need the laundry laundered. Not money, of course, laundry, you know what I mean. They just need the sheep taken care of. So just open your mind, I promise you. These are great opportunities for every single one of you watching. One of my favorites, y'all, fence repair. Fencing, NAICS code 238990. One of my students won a contract for different fence materials. Prior to the bid, he located the company online. They agreed to provide the materials. He actually had to go through 2 companies because one didn't have all of the materials, and this agency needed very specific materials. He was then able to secure funding, have the materials delivered. He didn't deliver the materials. He didn't have to go in quality control. They did it all for him. And then he was able to pay because he had secured funding. That is the key. Anytime you bid on any federal government product-based opportunity, you will need funding, or you must have amazing negotiation and sales skills, because most businesses, they don't want to wait until after you've been paid, or they may not know who you are. So despite the fact that you're doing all the work for them, they don't want to take the risk just because they don't know you. And you would do the same. If I contacted you and said, hey, can you give me $50,000 worth of fencing materials, you're going to be like, what? Who are you? Why would I do this? So these are just things to think about. On the services side, like pest control, laundry services, they're usually a little more flexible. So these are just good things to keep in mind. All of these different areas, you can win very fast. There's no reason you can't win a federal government contract. There are over 1,900 just for small businesses at the time of recording. You can win one. There's no reason you can't, because I know you can. Because if you weren't here, maybe then you can't, but you're here. That means you're a winner. Everything is possible. Like, subscribe, go to profitablecontracts.co. Again, my name is Dr. Kizzy Parks.